Well, hey there, everybody. Long time no talk. Jen Neesett here. And today I am coming on to talk a little bit about sleep. Now, this topic is near and dear to our hearts right now. And I asked a question yesterday over on my coaching page, asking people particularly, specifically, how much sleep do you get? And I thought I was going to share that information about this email that I got in my inbox yesterday. I thought I would share that with you all in sort of a traditional post, but I was overwhelmed by the numbers that people were reporting in the amount of time that they are actually getting sleep each night. And so I just felt compelled to share with you guys what I have learned, what we have been studying, and I'm going to finish with some tips to help us all do better related to sleep. Now, you guys, this is an important topic, and you can consider sleep to be the cornerstone for your health. Specifically, when you sleep, it's your body's way, it's your brain's only way to clean itself out. And lack of sleep actually directly drives your hormones. Specifically, lack of sleep can make you hungry and contribute to storing fat. Now, there's a lot more that we're going to talk about, but I want you guys to realize if you're not getting good sleep, studies have linked lack of sleep to weight gain, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, a drop in your immune system, and even decreased life expectancy. So if you guys are logging, please say hello. I see some friends are on. If I'm getting some notifications that on my phone that maybe are making it seem like things are sideways. So if you can see me, and if you can see me and I look like I'm facing horizontal, then give me a little thumbs up and let me know that this broadcast is coming across okay, because I have some important stuff that I want to share. So, lack of sleep and how it's important. Now, I specifically got an email in my inbox yesterday from Dr. Mark Hyman. He is a functional medicine doctor that I follow, and I'm going to share with you with my notes that I have here some of the information that email included. This is what I was promising to share with you guys yesterday. I hope this is broadcasting okay. So did you know that we should spend about a third of our lifetime sleeping? We should. There is a new study that recently came out in the European Society of Cardiology, specifically related to heart health. And what they said is that 6 to 8 hours of sleep is the sweet spot that most of us should be striving for. They studied 1 million adults without prior cardiovascular disease, and they studied them for about 9.3 years. For those people getting less than 6 hours of sleep, they had an 11% increase in dying of cardiovascular disease or stroke, coronary artery disease or stroke. But also what was interesting is if you got more than 8 hours of sleep on a regular basis, you had 33% increased risk of dying of a coronary artery disease or stroke. So on the long-term spectrum, getting too little sleep or too much sleep can affect your lifespan. Sleep loss, you guys, it influences our gene expression. Especially your skeletal and your adipose tissue, skeletal muscle and adipose tissue. So what we know is that if you don't get enough sleep and you're trying to lose weight, your metabolism can be affected. You can actually have more cravings, you actually store more fat, you have increased risk for diabetes. And so chronic issues related to sleep can cause obesity and diabetes. Another thing that this study talked about was daytime tiredness. I don't know about you guys, but for sure, like midday, on many days, you just feel that fatigue settle in. What they said about that in the study was that if you have daytime fatigue, you are 3 times more likely to have beta amyloid deposits in your brain upon imaging, and that relates to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. So those of you that follow us know that we have a few extra reasons here to be paying attention to sleep. And both Craig and I, for a long time, were guilty of not getting enough sleep. Craig particularly regularly functioning for at least 5 years with, more like 5 hours of sleep on a regular basis. And so what we know today is that translated into affecting very specifically some hormones for him. That was actually one of the signs we had that something was going on before his diagnosis of prostate cancer. So we are determined to get a little more sleep here. And it is because when you are not sleeping enough, you are getting, your hormones are being directly affected. So again, for those of you guys that log on, if this broadcast is coming across okay, can you give me a thumbs up or say hi? Because my phone's acting a little wonky and I want to make sure I'm not like sideways or something. So what I wanted to do, based on all of the information that people shared last night with me on my Facebook post where I asked the question, how much sleep do you get? I wanted to give you 8 tips. These are from Dr. Mark Hyman, that help people get better sleep. And many of these we are doing our best to implement now in the weeks after a prostate cancer diagnosis and treatment. So here's tip number 1, is to try to make your sleep routine a cycle, a regular sleep schedule. That cycle is familiar. Your body actually can get in a familiar rhythm, and if you can keep your wake and sleep times similar, then you will actually get better sleep. Tip number 2 is to use your bedroom only for sleep or romance. According to Dr. Hyman, it should be a quiet, restful, peaceful, safe haven. Tip number 3, getting 20 minutes of sunshine, vitamin D per day, particularly in the morning. That actually triggers your normal sleep cycle. So sometimes in Northeast Ohio, we don't have that vitamin D in the morning, but when it's out, make sure you try to get 20 minutes of sunshine each and every day. Another thing we've been trying to do here in our house is to turn off the screens 1 to 2 hours before bed, and even using something like a blue light about 3 hours before bed. You can get blue light. We haven't done this yet if my coach is watching me. You can get blue lights for your screens, like a screen protector. You can also get glasses, but that actually increases the body's normal melatonin. So screens off about 2 hours before bed. Dr. Hyman talks about an acupressure mat. I'm not sure what that is, but it is something that he says you could lay on for about 30 minutes before bed. That activates your parasympathetic nervous system to help you fall into a deeper, more restful sleep. It is also helpful to clear your mind before sleep. So having a journal that you keep by your bed to get the things out of your head that may be keeping you in that like stress awake cycle, that would be helpful. I also have a tip that I was given about a month ago, which would be to say 9 Our Fathers before bed as a way to clear your mind. So that is another way to get your mind cleared. The next tip would be to get grounded. So turning off Wi-Fi before bed, keeping your electronics or your clocks away from your bed. And light stretching or yoga is also helpful. A little bit of meditation to help kind of slow down and stop the, we are deluged, right? Every day from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed with to-do lists and emails and the internet. And so slowing down those things and doing some yoga is helpful. He also talks about herbal therapies. I haven't started or tried any of these, but he talks about passion flower. I don't remember. I can't even read my own writing. Valerian root extract. Maybe somebody knows what that is. Melatonin and magnesium can be helpful for sleep. And he talks about potato starch. Now I know my coach Allison knows about this, but that actually helps with, I think it helps with weight loss resistance. He recommends a tablespoon of potato starch, but starting off with as little as a teaspoon to help it not upset your belly too much. And then the last tip that I want to share, which I touched on already a little bit, was relaxation practices like guided imagery or meditation before bed. So I hope this came across okay. Nobody let me know I was talking at you crooked. Thank you guys so much for following us. Thank you so much for this journey. Thank you for supporting us with your love and prayers over the past few months. And if you have any other specific questions about sleep, I will be sure to check the comments when I'm done here and let you guys know. I can also share with anyone that's interested the links for the email. I can actually share the details specifically of the study with you, and also with the YouTube video that I watched prior to this from Dr. Hyman with these tips or hacks for getting better sleep. So thank you guys so much for watching. If there were comments, I didn't see any. I love you guys, and until next time, have a great day.